Hello everyone. So today I'll be giving you a traditional Chinese medicine perspective to autumn season, how to cultivate health, how to eat, how to maintain your emotional and spiritual health. So first things first, autumn, according to Chinese medicine, is metal season, metal element. Metal element actually symbolically in the nature represents mountains, which I hope I can give you a good perspective now. So, what is the energy of the mountains? How do you feel when you are, let's say, hiking up, if you are on the mountain top? It is definitely more somehow like powerful, somehow makes things clear. You start to feel more space around you, and at the same time you start gaining a better perspective. At the same time, it is not easy in the mountains. One wrong step and the journey is over. So metal element actually exactly represents those things. It's rather sharp, it's straightforward. It is also very powerful by itself, and it does not go around. It does not give you news or changes in a very comfortable manner. It actually comes, it shows you straight into the face, and it can put you into some of these like very kind of heightened states where you have to make perhaps choices on the moment, or where you just realized while doing something, while being involved in some kind of activity. So the metal element is in traditional Chinese medicine the autumn season. I don't know how you feel about this autumn, so September, October, November. If you've been going through specific transformations, physically, mentally, emotionally, you might have noticed they were quite powerful. They were kind of fiery. They were straightforward. They were not too easy to adapt. There was not enough time, not enough space, perhaps, to kind of adapt in the way maybe you would want to. You just had to. So that's the metal element. And that's what you should know. What does that mean for your emotional health? According to traditional Chinese medicine, and of course also, and also my interpretation, metal element, you have to, in this season, you have to really cultivate balance. It's a time when the nature lets go of the leaves. The trees, they go of the leaves. The nature is also adapting it's this transition period between the summer and the winter. One is very young, very heat, very hot, and then the other is the winter, is passive, internal, more within and more passive in the place. So fall is this moment of transition. So it is, how do you go from this cup that's full, how do you go to that which is empty? Means that you have to let go of certain things. And that is a beautiful process if we are not resisting it. So this is very important for the autumn season to let go of the old and to take in the new. Take in with softness, with grace, with observation, with feeling in the heart what belongs to you and for what is time to let go. Furthermore, metal element is very, very crucial time to regain balance in life, to see where have you been maybe working too much, or maybe not getting enough rest, or maybe allocating your time and energy not in the right ways. That can be sometimes very problematic, because we have a limited time and a limited energy amount in this lifetime. So we want to be doing it from our heart, from our spirit, in the light of our consciousness. So this is more from the emotional and spiritual perspective. Now, about nutrition. Nutrition is crucial also for the autumn season, and according to traditional Chinese medicine, which believes also that food is medicine, is that we should be eating spicy foods and also white foods. So that is actually white foods such as horseradish, pears, apples with the white kind of puree or white flesh inside. And then also things like the cruciferous vegetables, so especially the cauliflower, then coconut, then garlic, then onion, and all the foods that contain white color are very balancing for the metal element. Now, if we take the spicy or like astringent kind of foods, these can be things like radish, like ginger, like turmeric, and as well the pepper family, so cayenne pepper, the chili pepper, and all these heating spices that when you eat, you start getting sweaty, or like you start getting hot, not necessarily sweaty. So these spices and these vegetables and white color foods combined with, so combining the hot spicy foods and the white foods, that's the best support for the autumn season. The most important thing for autumn season, according to traditional Chinese medicine, is to nourish two main organs of the metal element of the autumn season. These are the lungs, and that is the large intestine. So the lungs, also if we connect that to psychosomatics, the lungs, of course we are taking life force in. So we are breathing, we're taking in the new. The large intestine, however, is the place or the organ of expelling. So you are eliminating, you're letting go of the old. It's not only the feces per se, it's also the things, the thoughts, the habits that maybe you've been on that hamster wheel for a long time and maybe now it's time to let go. It's the moment when especially this lung and large intestine energy get elevated. So you might see that certain things rise. What is your breathing in? So what is your inspiration? What are you creating? What is your purpose? And then also with the large intestine, now having that road forward, your new vision, your inspiration, what it is that you have to let go to make it happen, to become that person that you dream of becoming. So not only it's physical, it's also emotional. So please ask yourself these questions. That will benefit you a lot. And now to kind of ground it a bit to the physical world. So what can we do on a practical also manner? So despite eating those foods and also answering these questions, regaining balance and clarity, there are certain practices I would like to recommend. So that is for the lungs. Lung meridian is the breath work. So you probably know the pranayama, which is the kind of the fire breath. So that way it's more yang, it's more stimulating, it's more hot exercise. That's if you need life force, if you need that activation, if you feel more down, then some people are more lethargic and slow and need motivation to function in the day. And some people actually are maybe too hot and they are too yang and they're too active and they need the grounding. So for that, I would recommend the alternate nostril breathing. So for example, I put my right hand finger on the right nostril, and now I breathe in through the left, and then I switch, breathe out through the right, breathe in through the same, breathe out through the different one, breathe in, breathe out. So you can do 10 breaths each to really balance your left and right brain hemispheres Also balance the sympathetic and parasympathetic system. So who is familiar, this kind of breathing activates the vagus nerve that travels around our body. And the vagus nerve is crucial to actually regulate the nervous system and to respond to stimuli and to actually maintain good health, as well as digestive health and many, many more things. So it is really a matter of personalization. You have to find the ways how to kind of upgrade your own system. And for that, you have to be aware. So you have to perhaps feel yourself, meditate, journal, and build a more closer connection with yourself. So together with these practices, I hope you make it happen. Now for the large intestine, it is quite basic things. It's also the nutrition, so the spicy and the white color foods, that's important. Then having in mind that it's an area of our bodies where the toxins and the feces and that which is not needed anymore is eliminated. So we want to keep our detoxification strong. So what you can do is to consume fulvic acid, you can consume activated charcoal, you can do a detoxifying herbal cleanse using things like, for example, cloves, tansy, wormwood, and other herbal compounds that help to eliminate, for example, the fungus, the parasites, the overgrowths of certain bacteria or certain viruses. So that can also be like garlic extract, like black walnut hulls, still in the green kind of ripened version, and then such things as like pau d'arco for the candida species, and then to bind also these toxins and to fully like eliminate them out from the body. And then for that you might need support, as I mentioned, from activated charcoal or fulvic acid, and also to keep that digestive fire strong. So that is the spicy food, the bitter food, and also things like apple cider vinegar to keep yourself absorbing the food well, because then if you digest it well, there's less waste. That means there's less putrefying matter in the gut. But most importantly, keep your detoxification, so literally going to toilet and pooping what's not needed anymore at least once a day. For that you need the electrolytes, magnesium, and things like that, movement, enough liquid, so at least walking, drinking at least maybe 2 liters of water a day. And depending of course on the activity, if you're sweating more, if you go to sauna or something, then of course you want to actually take even more, both of the water and electrolytes. And then combined with the self-regulation of the nervous system, so through breathing, through finding the balance between action and kind of non-action, passive state. If you keep yourself in check, ask yourself these questions about your vision, about your perspective, about the inspiration, and also what it's time to let go. This autumn season should help you a lot. So I hope this was helpful, and see you soon. Regards from Malaysia. Wait, you're still checking? Go make yourself an inspirational exercise. Adios.